March 13, 2016, in the town of Udumalai Tamil Nadu. Sankar Velusamy and Kousalya, a young couple who had just got married, walked hand in hand out onto the street, not expecting that just a few seconds later fate would strike. 2 motorbikes rushed in, 6 strangers brandishing shiny machetes and slashing them repeatedly. Sankar collapsed on the spot. Kousalya was seriously injured. Blood stained the sidewalk in broad daylight. The case that shocked India, a brutal honor killing where love was crushed by caste prejudice. Follow us as we trace each milestone to uncover the secrets behind this tragedy. Sankar Velusamy, 23, was born in Kundattur, Tamil Nadu. He belongs to the Dalit caste, a community that faces a lot of discrimination in Indian society. Sankar is loved by his friends and teachers at PSG College of Technology for his gentle, humble, and hard-working nature. He dreams of becoming an electronics engineer, earning enough money to help his parents escape poverty and build a happy family. Kousalya, born in 1995, comes from a Thevar caste family, a prominent and vocal community in Tamil Nadu. Her father, Chinnaswamy, is known for being conservative and strict, and is particularly against inter-caste marriages. Unlike her family, Kousalya is an independent, assertive girl who believes in the freedom to love and choose her marriage. In 2013, Sankar and Kousalya met at college. Initially, they were just friends, but Sankar's kindness quickly won Kousalya's heart. They fell in love in secret for 2 years. When they came out, Kousalya's family strongly opposed because Sankar was a Dalit. Despite the ban, the two secretly married in 2015 at a Hindu temple, witnessed by a few close friends. After the wedding, Sankar and Kousalya moved to Udumalai, but her family did not accept it and kept pressuring her. Many threatening phone calls to Sankar. Family meetings to discuss plans to force Kousalya to return home. Sankar once felt he was being followed while going to work. However, Sankar believed that the law would protect them. He once told Kousalya, "We have done nothing wrong. I will not let anyone separate us." Sankar and Kousalya's love affair comes at a time when Tamil Nadu is the state with the highest number of honor killings in India. According to Human Rights Watch, the state recorded more than 80 cases in 2015 to 2016, mostly targeting couples from different castes or religions. For a Thevar family like Kousalya's, marrying a Dalit man is considered a stain, and that's where the tragedy began. After getting married in 2015, Sankar and Kousalya moved to Udumalai, hoping to get away from family tensions. But the storm continued. Kousalya's father, Chinnaswamy, called the marriage a disgrace to the Thevar family. Kousalya's family repeatedly called to threaten her, demanding that she return. Some relatives vowed to teach Sankar a lesson if he did not let Kousalya go. In one call, an uncle of Kousalya's said, "If you don't come back, something will happen to that guy." According to later investigation records, in February 2016, Chinnaswamy held several closed-door meetings with relatives and some members of the Thevar community. During these meetings, they discussed how to force Kousalya to return home. If she refused, Sankar had to be eliminated to protect her honor. A group of young men were hired from Thevar village, where Kousalya's family was from, to carry out the plan. In an audio recording later seized by police, Chinnaswamy said, "He has disgraced the family, don't let him live." In the weeks before the tragedy, Sankar began to notice that he was being followed. 28 February 2016. He saw 2 strange young men standing outside his boarding house, staring at him. 4 March 2016. Friends warned that Kousalya's family was looking for someone to take care of it. 10th March 2016. An anonymous letter was left on his doorstep. "Leave Kousalya, or you will die." Kousalya advised her husband to temporarily leave Tamil Nadu to avoid danger, but Sankar refused. "I have done nothing wrong. I trust the law will protect us." In the face of threats, Sankar and Kousalya applied for protection at the Udumalai police station. But the police only took note and did not take any concrete action. An officer even advised them, "It is best for you two to limit your trips out to avoid causing further conflict." This lack of intervention became a serious flaw. contributing to the tragic murder. On March 13, 2016, before the tragedy, Sankar wanted to buy a new shirt. Kousalya happily walked with him on the streets of Palani. They laughed and talked about their plans to travel to Chennai after the upcoming exams. No one expected that this would be the last afternoon Sankar would peacefully hold Kousalya's hand. Just a few hours later, a brutal attack would take place in broad daylight, right in front of dozens of witnesses. On March 13, 2016, at around 3:15 p.m., the town of Udumalai was bustling as usual. Sankar and Kousalya had just walked out of a fashion store on Palani Street, hand in hand, smiling as they had just picked out a new shirt. Little did they know that in just a few minutes tragedy would strike. Just as the couple left the store, two motorbikes suddenly appeared, blocking the road. 6 men wearing dark shirts and helmets held shiny machetes in their hands. Before Sankar could understand what was happening, one of them rushed towards Sankar and swung the first slash. The next slashes were delivered to his head, shoulders, and back, brutally and repeatedly, not giving the victim a chance to fight back. Kousalya screamed and tried to rush to protect her husband, but one of the attackers swung a machete and slashed her shoulder, causing her to collapse onto the street. Sankar tried to run away but only got a few steps before being slashed several more times. Blood gushed out, staining the sidewalk red. Witnesses stood there stunned, some running away in fear, some recording videos on their phones. The entire attack took place in less than 30 seconds in broad daylight, right in front of dozens of witnesses. A witness recounted, "We saw their aggression clearly, but who would dare to come near them when they had machetes in their hands?" After committing the crime, the group of perpetrators quickly escaped on 2 motorbikes, disappearing into a small road behind the market. In a pool of blood, Kousalya struggled to crawl to hug her husband. "Sankar, don't leave me, please open your eyes." But it was too late. Sankar whispered his last words. "Kousalya lives for you." Just a few minutes later, Sankar died in his wife's arms. A nearby shopkeeper immediately called the Udumalai police and a 108 ambulance. Around 15:30, the authorities arrived. The scene was chaotic. Sankar died on the spot. Kousalya was seriously injured and was taken to Udumalai Hospital by locals. Blood was smeared on the sidewalk, indicating that Sankar had tried to escape before collapsing. A witness filmed the entire attack. The video quickly went viral on social media, sparking outrage. People asked, why didn't the police protect Sankar and Kousalya even though they had called for help? Why does honor killing still exist in modern Indian society? At around 3:30 p.m., just 15 minutes after the attack, Udumalai police and the 108 ambulance arrived at Palani Street. The scene left everyone stunned. Sankar lay motionless, his body covered in blood. Kousalya sat hugging her husband, sobbing, her left shoulder covered in blood from a deep slash. On the sidewalk, Sankar's newly bought shirt, a pair of slippers, and a trail of blood more than 10 meters long were scattered everywhere. A police officer later shared, "This was one of the most brutal murders I have ever witnessed." Nearby, people helped carry Kousalya to the ambulance. She was transferred to Udumalai Government Hospital in a state of severe blood loss, but luckily escaped from a critical condition. Waking up in the emergency room, her first question was a whisper. "Sankar, is he still alive?" The doctor was silent. The eyes of the people around her were enough for Kousalya to understand everything. Police immediately cordoned off the area and seized several key pieces of evidence. CCTV cameras from 3 nearby shops recorded the entire attack. Bloodstains, footprints, and motorcycle tire tracks from the attackers. Key statements from more than 10 witnesses, including 2 who claimed to have identified several attackers from Thevar village, the Kousalya family's hometown. That same afternoon, the police questioned Kousalya's family. They found that Chinnaswamy, her father, was not at home at the time of the incident. Some relatives evaded questions, appearing confused and uncooperative. This information further strengthened the suspicion that Kousalya's family was directly involved in the case. Just hours after the incident, A video of the attack went viral on social media, shocking Tamil Nadu. Students, human rights organizations, and local residents called on the Tamil Nadu government to urgently arrest those behind the attack. Public pressure forced the police to launch a special investigation, aiming to catch the perpetrators within 24 hours. On March 14, 2016, the Tamil Nadu police, in coordination with the forensic team, conducted an investigation of the crime scene. The results showed blood stains more than 10 meters long, indicating that Sankar tried to escape before collapsing. Many motorcycle tire tracks matched the escape route of the group of perpetrators. Cameras from 3 nearby shops recorded the entire attack, including the appearance, clothing, and escape route of the 6 suspects. At Udumalai Hospital, the autopsy report on Sankar concluded, cause of death, acute blood loss due to multiple slash wounds. Fatal wounds, 1 4.5 centimeters deep slash to the top of the head, 3 to the shoulder and chest, 2 to the legs and back. Time of death, only 3 to 5 minutes after the attack. From CCTV footage, police identified 6 suspects from Thevar village, Kousalya's hometown. Among them were 4 distant relatives of hers and 2 hired attackers. On the evening of March 14th, police ambushed and arrested the 2 main suspects while they were hiding near the Kerala border. Initially, the 2 arrested suspects denied any involvement, but after being confronted with CCTV footage and witness statements, they confessed, "We were hired by Chinnaswamy to deal with Sankar. He said Sankar had disgraced the family and would pay the price." With this confession, the police expanded their investigation and arrested Chinnaswamy, Kousalya's father, and 5 relatives on March 15, 2016. When summoned, Kousalya confirmed that her family was strongly against her marriage to Sankar and had threatened to take action against him. She testified, before the case, she had received many calls from her father and uncle. She had advised Sankar to temporarily leave Tamil Nadu for safety, but he refused because he believed in the law. In tears, Kousalya said, "If I had listened to him and left, Sankar would still be alive." During interrogation, Chinnaswamy initially denied it, but after more than 12 hours of confrontation, he confessed, "I did this to protect my family's honor. Sankar is a Dalit. He has no right to enter my Thevar family." Police also seized evidence of money transfers from Chinnaswamy to the group of killers. A recording of a phone call directing the plan. "Do it quickly, cleanly, and disappear. I will take care of everything." From the testimony and evidence, the police reconstructed the entire case. February 2016. Chinnaswamy met with relatives and decided to eliminate Sankar. Early March. Hired 6 young men from Thevar for a large sum of money. March 12th. A relative provided a detailed itinerary of Sankar and Kousalya. March 13th, 3:15 p.m. 6 men ambushed at Palani Street and attacked as the couple left the shop. After committing the crime, the group escaped via a pre-planned route. On 12th December 2017, the Tirupur Sessions Court officially opened the trial of the Udumalai Sankar Honour Killing case. Outside the court, hundreds of students, social activists, and local people gathered, holding banners. "Justice for Sankar, stop honour killings." The whole country closely followed the case, considering it a test of justice and class equality in India. The trial saw 11 defendants, including Chinnaswamy, Kousalya's father, accused of masterminding the attack; 6 young men who directly attacked Sankar; 5 relatives and another accomplice were charged with abetting. This was an honor killing, meticulously planned, well-prepared, and with a clear motive, the prosecutor asserted. Kousalya, the only living witness, appeared in court, thin but strong. Standing before her father, she said through tears, "He is my father, but I am here to seek justice for my husband. What honor should be paid for with Sankar's life?" The moment silenced the courtroom. The image of Kousalya confronting her father became a symbol of the fight against honor killing in India. On December 12, 2017, the court sentenced 6 direct attackers, death penalty, 1 accomplice, life imprisonment, 1 financial supporter, 5 years imprisonment. Chinnaswamy, Kousalya's father, death penalty for his role as mastermind. The judge emphasized, the court must impose the most severe sentence to deter acts of honor killing. On 22 June 2020, the Madras High Court held an appeal hearing. Chinnaswamy, acquitted due to lack of direct evidence. 5 direct attackers, reduced from death sentence to life imprisonment with a minimum of 25 years. Remaining defendants' sentences upheld. The verdict sparked outrage across Tamil Nadu. Many human rights organizations and students appealed to the Supreme Court of India. After the appeal, Kousalya said, "I will continue to fight for justice for Sankar. I don't want anyone else to die for honor." She founded the Sankar Social Justice Trust, which helps victims of honor killings and threatened inter-caste couples. The Udumalai Sankar Honour Killing is one of the greatest tragedies of honor killing in India. A gentle, ambitious young man was killed in broad daylight just because he dared to love and marry a girl from a higher caste. This tragedy exposed the deep-rooted caste prejudice in society, the inability of the law to protect Sankar and Kousalya despite their pleas for help, the pain of lovers separated by traditional barriers. After Sankar's death, Kousalya became a symbol of resistance to honor killing. Founded the Sankar Social Justice Trust to support threatened couples. Participated in many human rights forums, calling for stronger laws against honor killings. Inspiring many young people to dare to love, dare to protect the freedom of marriage. She once said, "Honor is not in the blood. Honor is in the way we treat and love each other." Following the case, the Tamil Nadu government and neighboring states have strengthened protection for inter-caste couples, established a hotline against honor killings, proposed amendments to the penal code, raising the minimum sentence to 25 years in similar cases. Many international organizations, including Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International, have cited the Sankar case in their reports on equality and human rights in South Asia. Sankar's death reminds society that honor cannot be measured in blood. Love needs to be protected rather than judged. The law must side with the victim instead of waiting for a tragedy to happen before intervening. The image of Kousalya standing steadfastly in court, facing his own family, has become a symbol of the fight for freedom and justice. When people dare to love, society needs to learn to accept.